Woo. Hey, Facebook. Hey there. How y'all doing? Where y'all at? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Knocking stuff over. Just come on in the room. Just come on, come on, come on. We got to talk about persistence tonight. The law of persistence, as I have defined it, is what we're talking about. And I'll just wait a few minutes till... Hey there, Mr. Nash, Catrice, Maurice. Hey, Maurice Reese, Clifford. Hey, how's it going? How is it going? We talking about persistence. Hey there, Eddie Jones. Hey, Tony, all the way from East High School. The basketball squad. Hey, Joyce Cole Jones. All the way from way, way back. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Yes. If in case you don't know, my book is out. It's live. I want you guys to pick it up. You can pick up my book at www.IamTheOneI'mWaitingFor.com. The book is out. It is blessing people's lives. It's encouraging people. It's providing a ministry unto people. And I'm trying to look for the best position to be in with this camera. Let's see. Dirty desk. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Let me turn on the light. So I hope you guys are out there purchasing the book. I will be in Kansas City. Hey, Carlita, Desiree, how y'all doing? Stephen, Pastor Grace, what's up? Levada, how's it going? Hopefully you guys have purchased the book already, but the book is out there. I am signing all the books before they leave my hand. So just go ahead and purchase at IamTheOneI'mWaitingFor.com. www.IamTheOneI'mWaitingFor.com. IamTheOneI'mWaitingFor.com. Hey there, Richardson. How you doing? Devontae. So tonight's Can We Talk subject is about persistence. I mean, let me know how my Facebook Live video is doing, because it's jumping on my end. So just let me know how I'm doing. So tonight we're talking about persistence. And I want to come on and talk about persistence because I believe it's one of the areas that we probably don't do so well in as people in general. And so I wanted to discuss that with you guys. I'm sharing with you my personal law. This is not something that Newton created, or, Sir Isaac Newton, or none of those people, not any of those people. But I created this when I was facing a challenging time. I created it because I felt like, hey, they create a law. I need to create a law. And so what the law I created was the law of persistence, which means anything that you are willing to continue to get under the opposition of a no, you can have. If you want it bad enough, you can have it. And what I found happening over and over again is that when I got, because I'm naturally, as my nature, people that know me from childhood know that I am naturally a timid person. You wouldn't think that because I talk, but I'm a timid person. I really am. And so one of the things I had to do was to get to a place where I realized and recognized I don't have anything to fall back on. If it does not get done by me, it will not get done. And so there were people that I would go to advance the cause or to advance my purpose or my mission at the time. And they would tell me no. They would just say no, and I'm a person who hates no because I believe my pursuits are on point. So why would you want to turn me down? I'm on point. So why can't I have what I say I'm going to have? And so it's the friction of that no that caused me to develop what I refer to and reference as the law of persistence. If you persist, if you continue under the opposition of no, a space will be made for you. Ask me how I know. I've done it time and time again. I've done it when they said there's no way we can do it. The rules are this. The policy is this. You're bucking the policy. You're blah, blah, blah. Well, policies were written and they can be rewritten. Hello, somebody. Give me some stars right there. If policies are written, they can be rewritten. And if you really think about it, the people that really, really, really get on in this life, they're not thinking about who told them no. They're not thinking about who slammed the door in their face. They thinking about, okay, you slammed the door, I'm going to go to another door that's open. Or better yet, since you are the yes person or the decision maker in this particular arena or in this particular space, I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you. My coach, Dr. Bryant, teaches that when someone says no, go back at least 7 times. And so it might not be no, it might not be yes today, but I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep building. I'm going to keep stretching until your no becomes a yes to me, because I cannot. The old people would say, I shan't be denied. I shall not and I cannot. That's a combination of those 2 words. I cannot be denied. To persist means to endure, especially in the face of opposition. But I submit to us that it's the opposition of the no that challenges us and stretches us and strengthens us. I have not been more challenged than when something I really wanted, someone slammed the door in my face. I recall, for instance, in 2006, I went to an office. I was heading out to, hey, Heather and Lakeisha and William and Kenneth. Tamika, I was heading out to an office to take care of some business. And the lady, she just didn't tell me no. She was like rude no. Like, you know how people can be in those jobs and they hate their life. They hate their life. So they want to make sure you understand that they hate their life too. So they tell you no with an added layer of no. It was one of those things. And when she told me no, something about that, it just triggered in me. It triggered this reaction in me, this response. I didn't feel prideful. I didn't feel arrogant. I felt like, I felt almost recklessly offended. I felt recklessly offended that she would tell me no. And I'm asking her something that would benefit both of us, you know? And so she told me no, and I forget exactly what it was, but it was something real simple that she could have told me yes on, but it's like she was having a bad day, one of those people. And so she tells me no. I drive away that day. I drove away and I was leaving Blue Springs and I headed back to Kansas City, and it was like plain as day written in the sky: no equals next option. No equals next option. So I was trained really in the moment. It shot me real quick in the stomach that I can't stop here. It shot me real quick in the stomach that if I stop, I won't get what I want. And so she might have thought she was the door holder. She might have thought she was blocking my space. She might have thought that she had it like all worked out. And she might have thought that I wasn't going to get it simply because she was guarding the door. But because I had the law of persistence operating in me, no. What I'm going to do is find another way. And if I have to come back to you to get what I want, I'm coming back to you. I'm going to be as nice as I need to be. I'm going to be as on point as I need to be. But I'm coming back to talk to you because you got something that I need. It's not about how I feel about you. It's not about how you look at me. It's not about anything other than you have what I need. You don't have to speak kind words to me. You don't have to speak sweet words to me. You have what I need. And one of the things that my coach teaches on a lot is about being in your feelings versus taking care of business. And so there was an opportunity for me to be in my feelings because she hurt my feelings. Quite frankly, the lady hurt my feelings. But it was also in that space that I discovered that I had more in me. I had more capacity in me than she had. I actually started feeling pity for her because I didn't know what was going on in her life. Well, turns out I go back and talk to her on a completely different day. And I reminded her that I was there previously and she had told me no. And normally I would say, don't remind people that they told you no. But I reminded her because I was resolute within myself. I knew I wasn't going to be denied this time. And so I told her and I gave her a girth of information about why I wanted what I wanted and all of that stuff. And I'm telling you, she opened up. It was like 2 totally different people. But because inside of me, I said, I won't be denied. That my next option might be the same option that turned me down the first time. That my next option might be the person that gave me my first set of no's and 6 different no's. Who was it? The colonel who had 1,000 no's and then all of a sudden he gets 1 no on the 1,001 time. Like, that stuff is so amazing to me because how much faith do you have to have in yourself, to have in your process, to have in your why? And the reason why you can continue is because you know what your why is. The reason why we give up is because we don't have Conviction. People think that they don't have courage. I disagree. Because if you see something that you want, you go for it. You don't go for what you want. I don't go for what I want. We don't go for what we want. It's because we don't have conviction. Those are two different things. So people say, give me the courage of my conviction. No. If you have a conviction, courage comes along. Straight up. If you have a conviction, courage is coming. Courage follows your conviction. So the reason why you're not exploding and dominating where you are, probably because you're in the process, but the reason why you haven't started sometimes is because you don't have a conviction. You don't know why you want to do it. I know that I got to reach people that have been in foster care. I know I got to reach people that have been displaced. I got to reach people that have been trampled on and felt like life is just crazy and it's not going to get any better. I got to reach those people. I must reach them. That's my why. That's why I wrote this book, because there's purpose in what you're going through. There's purpose in the process, and you can't give up because the process doesn't look like what it ought to be. Remember, being made into anything is a violent process, and breakthrough and breakdown looks the same at a point. But what happens is we get stuck in the first conduit of going through and pain and all of that we tend to stop and really relish in the pain, or relish in the disrespect, or relish on what they did, or relish in what it did to me, rather than thinking about this as a process of being. I'm not going to always feel like I feel. I'm going somewhere else. I got to get somewhere else. I got something else to give. I got other people I need to meet up the road. I got other people that need to pull on me. I got other people that need to hear me. I got other people that need to read this book. I got other people. And so I can't stay stuck and trapped because somebody didn't know, or because it didn't work out the first time, or because it didn't end up the way I thought it would end up, or because I landed on my butt and not on my feet. I can't stop. I can't give up. So the law of persistence says, I refuse to give up until I get what I came for. When are you able to give up? When your why is satisfied. Because until then, if you're anything like me, the why will wake you up. I'm telling you, I haven't used an alarm in quite some time, actually, because I'm awakened by my why. I'm awakened by the fact that I got to deliver. I have to deliver this book. I have to get it into your hands. I have to make sure that you understand that there's purpose in you. I have to make sure that you understand that there is a passion in you that's waiting to get out, that's waiting to stretch out on the inside of you. I got to make sure you know that. I got to make sure you know that. It's not enough for me to just see you in the street and then say that to you. I got to make sure that when I'm not around, you can still hear my voice and say, you know what? That was a good point, or that was some good information that I needed. I need you guys to be in that space, and therefore I have to be in that space. So while I'm working on me, I'm giving what I have. At this time, I'm not going to always be in this space. You're not going to always be where you are. There is no such thing as standing still. You ain't never standing still. You are never standing still. I know it's not proper grammar, but you are never standing still. You're either going forward or you're moving backwards. I heard a man say this back in 2008, that the natural flow of the universe is progress. Anything else is sin or is non-productivity. I thought that was such a profound statement. He was a banker, a mortgage banker in Kansas City, Missouri. And I went to a meeting where he was speaking and he said that. And I thought that was really profound. If you're not moving forward, you are moving against the grain. Time pulls us forward. Situations, if you can receive them, pull you forward. You're not always just going to be in the space that you are. And the other thing is that you have an audience. Whether that audience is 1,000, 5,000, or 5 million, you have an audience. You don't get to live in this life and not give what you were gifted to give. You are a gift. You are a gift. And if you don't understand that, it's time to understand that. You have something to give. You have something that increases us. You have something that expands us. You have something that stretches us. And if you stay stuck in yourself, you'll never be able to give what you came to give. You'll never be able to release it to the people that really need to release it in your audience. And so I'm telling y'all, like I would tell myself, I can't do it. Oh, I'm sweating a little bit. Y'all making me work hard. I can't do it. I can't just stay stuck to myself as much as I would like to stay stuck to myself, as much as I would like to stay in the corner. You know, sometimes I just want to run and hide, but someone always finds me. I will go to the Starbucks here, and I'm telling you, the homeless people find me. They find me. They find a kind of friend in me. I'm like, I don't want to mess with nobody. I just want to do my work and pay attention to what I'm doing. But because there is a yearning in them, they learn to wait until I get through working or until I take a break. And I had this happen to me. I see you on break. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about that? Because there is a deposit that they receive from me. They're part of my audience. I don't choose my audience. My audience chooses me. And so it is with you. Whatever you're seeking to do, your audience will choose you. Those people in your audience will hear you. The people that need to hear you will hear you. Whatever you're supposed to give, they will hear you. Whatever you're supposed to do, they will hear you. They will hear you. It's on the inside of you. So persist past homelessness, persist past not having a job, persist past kids that won't be respectful and all of that. So persist past the stuff that people don't believe in you. Persist past that stuff. That's opposition. But the beauty of opposition, people, is that it sharpens us. You cannot be as sharp as you need to be unless you are tried. Oh God, I wish I could really break that down right there. But I'm just saying, you gotta be tried. You gotta be reduced sometimes to your lowest common denominator. I've been reduced. Shoot. Man, please. I could tell some stories. I've been reduced. I've been reduced to nothing. I've been reduced to nothing sometimes. And I didn't know how I was going to make it. I didn't know what I was going to do next. I didn't know what the next day was going to look like. But all I know is that I kept waking up. I kept pulling it in together to wake up. I kept putting a smile on my face when I didn't feel necessarily like smiling. When I didn't feel like it, I kept putting it together. I kept bringing myself out. And I said, I know it has to change. I don't know what's going to change. I don't know how it's going to change, but it has to change. It has to change. It has to get better. If you have hit rock bottom, you can't go any lower. If everybody has told you no, you're in a great position. The reason why, one of the things that Bishop Gardner gave me, one of the things she said to me, it was powerful. She said, the reason why you don't go where you want to go is because you haven't been rejected enough. You have not been rejected enough. Can you imagine the power of rejection? That rejection is does not only come to us to cause an implosion, but the assignment, the real healthy assignment of rejection is to cause an explosion so that you begin to go into the place where you need to be. Sometimes you're just mismanaged. Sometimes you're just on the back. You're in the background. You're in the back row. And what rejection will do is begin to bring you to the front because you got something to give, because you have something to deliver, because you have something that we need. And so I wanted to come on tonight to talk to us about the law of persistence, as I created that one day, just out of the blue. I said, this is a law, because I started winning. It was the little stuff at first. So you can't have that. Oh, yes, you can. Really? Okay, thank you. I started winning. And because I started winning with the law of persistence, it became something that stuck to me. So I'm passing that on to you. Use it for what you need to. Understand, if you don't have any opposition, you can't go where you need to go. It's the friction of opposition that produces persistence. So if you're not persistent to where you want to go, you have to question whether or not you really want it, or do you kind of want it. Some of us, we kind of want it. We don't really want it. Like, we kind of want it. We in and we out, we up and we down. We don't know all that stuff. Do you want it or do you not? Because when you want it, can't nothing keep you from it. I remember in the deep, last year, I said, God, I will die trying to release this book. I'm serious. Now the book is here. I didn't have to die to do it, though. I didn't have to die to release this book. I didn't have to die to do it. But I meant it just like that, because nothing else felt good. I would go and work on jobs, and it was like bad breath haunting me. It would haunt me, because I would be at that job or a great jobs that I loved. I would be there, and my purpose would come and say, you know what? You still got to do this. You still have to do this. And I know some of you guys are sitting in cubicles, and I'm not saying everybody leave their job. I'm not saying that at all. That's not responsible. And what I'm saying is, there's more in you. The average employee, if you work 40 years, the average employee works 2,080 hours a year. A month. No, a year. 2,080 hours a year. You're going to spend over 44,000 hours or 80,000 hours. Forget the math on it, but I think it's over 40,000 hours. If you work for the normal lifespan of an employee, you're going to spend 44,000 hours plus doing what you do. That's no overtime. That's just regular full time. So why not let that be something that doesn't grieve you? Why not let that be something that brings you joy? Why not let that be something that aligns you with your divine purpose? One of the reasons is we're too lazy. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's fear, but sometimes we're just too lazy. We want the check and we want the consistency because it causes us to hustle. We have to hustle to get out here and make it work like it needs to work. We have to hustle. And so I'm challenging you as I'm challenging myself. It's an all-out hustle. Either you want it or you don't. The law of persistence says if you receive 10 no's, then you have not met your why yet. If your why is what your why is, you have not achieved the goal until you get the yes that puts you right in the space where you need to be. I was talking to someone earlier. They were just like, oh, you need to talk to this person. You need to talk to that person. You need to be talking to all of these people. And I have a direct connect and I have this and look, listen, one conversation on break. I was on break. I was outside of Starbucks and just one conversation, one transparent conversation. I have a direct connect to that person. But most times we don't know how to build rapport. That's a whole nother video. I love customer service. I love building relationships. It's not money that runs the earth. It's relationship. Money moves based on relationship is what I found out. You want money to move, get a relationship. People will spend their money with people that they have a relationship with. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject, but I'm talking about the law of persistence. Get persistent about what you really want to do. Get persistent about who you really want to be and watch life change for you. It's the law of persistence, y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye now.